There we go. What is going on, y'all? Welcome back to another live stream. There wasn't supposed to be any music playing because I only have it playing in my ears, right? So it's like not like so I have like momentum and feeling and whatnot. but I forget like my software all like resets to original settings, so like I keep forgetting that I have to blank it out. Unfortunately, I don't know what's going on, but I get my music from Epidemic Sound, and on YouTube I never get popped for it. But for some reason, when I re-upload these videos to Facebook to spread the word over there, I'm getting monetization pops, like copyright pops, saying that like I don't have the rights to this. But whatever, it is what it is. What is going on, y'all? Welcome back to another Tuesday night live stream. Day to night window tinting in the house. What's going on? Z Customs in the house. What's happening, brother? Welcome, 1,000 welcomes. Woo, a lot of good things going on this week, baby. I'll tell you what, a lot of good things. Let's see, what are we going to talk about today? We got a big channel announcement. See, I'm starting to write like bullet notes because I'm trying to like be a little bit more organized, be a little bit more on it here. So we're going to do a big channel announcement. I do have some new stuff here in the background too that I can show you guys real quickly as well. We are going to be talking about what kind of film we're going to be using with Sun Solutions Tinting, and where that all went to. And there was one, I feel like there was one more thing, you know what, and we're going to talk a little bit about some heat rejection IR stuff that I was learning about. And when I was learning, I was like, well, I might as well share this knowledge, because I know some people are in the dark between IR rejection and heat rejection, total solar energy rejection, UV, you know. We'll talk a little bit about that too as well. So that's what we're going to go on. Jason, what is going on, man? Welcome. Some honorable mentions, people that have been subbed for the last, I don't want to say week because the list is too long for there. Derek Volga, what's going on? Clutch Up 22 TT, Tyrus 1, Hogan Fan, T12867, Jay Hodgers, Joseph, y'all welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for subscribing, guys. Welcome, 1,000 welcomes. All right, so if you guys don't know, my name is Patrick, and this is the YouTube channel. This is the Tuesday night live streams that comes straight from my home studio. And what we're doing right now is we're doing a series on starting a mobile window tinting business. And I am on part 6. If you guys want to go ahead and check out the other parts and kind of catch up to where we are, where we started, where we've been, and where we are now, go ahead and go to the channel, go to the playlist, and under the playlist there is a playlist specified for this series, so go ahead and check that out as well. Talked about what we're going to talk about. Yeah, and before we go ahead and get the night started, let's go ahead and give some love to our sponsors, because y'all know we got to take care of our sponsors. Got to take care of our sponsors. So as you guys know, these live streams are sponsored in part by different companies, different people that support me, support the channel, support us and what we're doing here. So big shout out. This live stream is sponsored in part by Tint Wiz. Tint Wiz is a CRM suite designed for window tinters. From acquisition to invoicing and everywhere in between, you can run your business more efficiently and more profitably with Tint Wiz. Check them out, tintwiz.com. Don't forget your free 30-day trial, also available for download on iOS and Android as well. Part 5 was setting up our Tint Wiz account, so go ahead and check that as well if you guys want to take a quick peek over and see what they're doing over at Tint Wiz. We are going to be running all the notes. Everything is going to be running off of Tint Wiz, so that's what we're going to be doing here. So yeah, go ahead and check them out. Also, the live stream is sponsored in part by Dry Shrink Prep. Dry Shrink Prep is the healthy alternative to dryer sheets, made with 100% all natural ingredients, changing the industry for the better, one shrink at a time. That I need to write down. That was a good one. That was a good slogan right there. So you guys can go ahead and check it out. For more information and to purchase as well, go ahead to dryshrinkprep.com and get more information over there. Last but not least, we want to thank you guys. The live stream is sponsored in part by you guys through the power of donations, either through super chat or within the first link of the within the description, which is the donations page. You guys can go ahead and donate to the channel. Obviously, all proceeds go to help support the channel and make sure that we keep running smoothly, baby. Keep running smoothly. So those are our sponsorship highlights right now. Thanks again for all of them. Now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and catch up what we've been doing here. Just so you know, if you guys noticed, I went ahead and changed the poster was on here. Tint Stuff did a really cool thing where he had a poster made with like the OG channel supporters, right? So like all the super chatters for like, I don't know, since for over the last 4 or 5 months or something like that, since he started doing live streams. He went ahead and put it all on there, and then he did get like a top 3, which I think this is a really great idea. Top 3 donos, top 3 sponsors: Kieran Walwalk, Daniel Reyna, Patrick Latman. I don't know if you saw that right there, Patrick Latman. Top 3, baby. Top 3 also got a really cool mug. Look at that. Hold on, light. Look at that. I got a mug in the mail, and then even on the back it says, what does it say? It says OG channel supporter, top 3, Patrick Latman. I thought that was really cool. Really, really cool. So yeah, thank you to them. Thank you, Matt, and everyone over there on Matt's team as well. That helps get this really cool stuff out. So I'm gonna keep that up there. I like Deadpool, don't get me wrong, but I do want to switch to posters from time to time just because I like to keep it fresh. And then obviously my wall of fame over here on this end here. Let me see here. That is over and done. Moving along, we can go over some Q&As at the very end. Like I said, we're just trying to keep these live streams to about an hour. Nothing too crazy. Nothing out of this world, because I want to be able, especially for the rebroadcast, I don't want people to be bored watching this. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to sub to the channel, hit the bell notification. These are the Tuesday night live streams from the studio. I also plan on doing Monday live streams from the shop, and there I like strap a GoPro to my head or my chest, and while I'm tinting a car, I'm going over how I'm tinting that car, but I'm also going over questions in my ears. I'm hooked up wirelessly so that people that are chatting, I can answer questions in real time. It's a really fun, really exciting thing that Matt and I have been doing for the last couple months. Really, really exciting. It's been a little slow for me. I actually haven't had cars on Mondays, so it's been a little not consistent, but don't worry, those will come back. Don't worry. But they are a lot of fun, and I'm really, really excited about Matt's streaming garage. Ooh, looks so good. Looks so good. EW West, it says, "What's up? What's up? Welcome to the live stream, my friend. Welcome." All right. Let's talk about a big channel announcement. All right. Y'all ready? Wow. Patrick Latman, formerly Window Tinting Business. Now the Patrick Latman YouTube channel, it just picked up a new sponsor. We're really, really excited, or super excited to bring this sponsor on. And I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you who it is. So the new sponsor, additional sponsor on top of everyone else, is going to be Solar FX. Solar FX is hopping on board as a sponsor for the channel, so keep an eye on that. You're going to see little things like the sponsorship logos are going to be changing just a little bit to incorporate their logos in as well, and a couple other little things. So if you guys see Solar FX writing in, you know, the guys over, Sean Volger and Robert and Derek over there, and the guys over at Dragon Distributing, the guys, they've just been gosh, I don't know, I feel like they're a brand that really sticks by their word. They seem like really great people. I think their film has been a really great film for years. I know my boy over at Day to Night Window Tinting, Mike Powell, he is a big supporter. Obviously he's a dealer as well for Solar FX. So that's really, really exciting. You know, it's just a good fit, and I'm really excited about what we're going to be able to do together, them as a sponsor as well, and supporting the channel and other things as that. So if you guys see them on the Facebook group and things of that nature, make sure to say hi. Obviously y'all say hi to Eric already from Tint Wiz, and y'all say hi to me. I'm from DSP, but that's me. So that's an exciting new announcement here. Also, so I want to talk about insurance and QuickBooks. I know we wanted to do QuickBooks. I was going to do a quick research on the internet here, and then I kind of got sidetracked because I was trying to talk about window film. So even as a sponsor as well, also Sun Solutions Tinting has decided to use Solar FX as their exclusive window film for auto. So moving forward, when we start doing these videos from the field, because I'm going to be incorporating other videos upsell videos, basically documenting everything, every car that's going to get tinted, everything that's going to be doing, especially in regards to auto. That's what we're really going to focus on, is going to be exclusively with solar effects. So we're really, really excited about that as well. And we're going to offer a good, better, best. We're going to offer it in 5, 15, and 30. And then we're going to offer in a better, best option, we're going to offer a 50 and a 70%. In a better, best for windshields. So we're going to be able to able to offer a full gambit of window film and really be able to get people in the lower end to the higher end of our target audience. So that's going to be really exciting. Day to night, what city he's in Raleigh. No, he's close to Raleigh. He's not in Raleigh. He's close to Raleigh, I think. Z Customs. I don't know where. Oh, there he is. Tinting, there it is. Big wave there. Okay, wow, there's like 17 people up in this thing. It's always so fun when I see like the numbers creep up. So I'm not like the very best at this, right? Realistically, I should have an event like logged, ready to rock. I should be promoting it for a couple days, and then I go to the live stream. I'll tell you what, sometimes I'm so dang busy with all these other things. Like literally, I didn't put any event up. I just started a live stream and went. So all you 20 people, 17, 20 people that are watching right now, you guys are the part of, you guys are like the diehards, right? The notification squad guys. My phone's going off. I gotta turn that off. So I appreciate you guys and all you do every time you guys show up and whatnot. Vinny, what's going on? What's up, Pat? What's going on? Z Customs, I'm just outside of Tampa, Florida. Just outside of Tampa, Florida. That's where I'm at. Let me see here. So we talked about what we're going to carry. Let me think if there's anything else. I wanted to talk about IR. So I was looking at heat rejection, IR rejection, and other things like that, because a lot of people have been talking a lot about IR rejection. And I don't think it's something that I didn't understand what it was. And then, and I'm pretty sure it's the same thing with everyone else, because like the new big thing, like the new popular thing is that like IR rejection has been a big selling point. So I kind of want to go over the difference, on the solar spectrum between UV, visible light transmission, and IR, infrared light. So, because if you guys know those, then it's better. You have to know, knowledge is power, right? Especially when you're going to be trying to upsell. Why is this person going to go from a $200 film, $200 film to a $400 film to a $700 film? And you have to be able to articulate where their money is being spent as well. So, Tropical Shade Tinting, what's going on, brother? What's going on? So I did a little research, and keep in mind, I'm not like 100% like I just started like researching this like literally like this afternoon, trying to figure out what this all means. So I am getting together what I have. So take it with a grain of salt, right? Let's go ahead and boom, let's go over here. So I went online, understanding heat rejection and window films, right? So from what I can see and what I understand here is that like, okay, so the sun, right, this is your total energy coming in from the sun. Out of that, 2% of the light is ultraviolet or UV, right? And all films are 99.9% UV protection, right? Now the VLT, or the visible light transmission, this says here at the very bottom that it represents, and let's just go over it. Solar energy, an understanding of solar energy is required to fully understand infrared rejection claims. The solar spectrum is made up of visible light, UV, and infrared. So all the light that comes in is visible light, UV, and infrared. Okay, visible light is, and all light is measured in nanometers. So visible light reaching the surface of the earth can be seen as humans is located between the wavelengths of 700 to 780 nanometers. This is a very, very like detailed shit here, but basically that's what we can see. That's the visible light that we can see, and it says that it accounts for 49% of the total energy coming in, right? So when we talk about TESR, total solar energy rejection on window films, that is basically talking about this sector, right? So roughly 49%, right? So if if it says like that it rejects 50% of the heat of the heat of the energy heat. If it rejects 50% of the heat, they're talking about the heat that's within this spectrum of light, right? The visible light transmission. So 50% of this, right? UV, it really doesn't matter. It's 2%, but like I said, all films are 2% UV. This right here, this other half of where the heat comes from is infrared. So this is where, like, I don't think a lot of people understood it a couple years ago, but more people are starting to get into it and trying to explain why. And this is interesting that I didn't know this. So this is visible light, right? We can't see anything below 400 and we can't see anything above 780. And obviously, because I just read that and I understand that, right? So this is visible light, all color, blue, red, yellow, green, purple, whatever, blah, 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 blah. This is the light we can see. Ultraviolet, we can't see, of course. Anything above 780 though, all the way to 2500, I mean, according to this thing, is IR rejection, right? So I found out is that, let's say a film says that let's just say a film says that they're, let's say, 98 or 94% IR rejection, right? What I did find out that the window film companies can decide which spectrum, I mean, in which wavelength are they measuring for, and they want to go for the best one that sounds the best to them, right? 98% in, I don't know, weighing like 2000 to 2250 nanometers might sound a lot better, but it's lower overall versus like the 1000 to 1250 nanometers wavelength, right? So I guess realistically, you kind of want to figure out what wavelength the nanometers are metering off of for the infrared that the film that you're using is talking about, because there is no from off the top of my head or from the research I found out, there's no standard, right? There's a standard here because this is everything we can see. All this that we can't see, it's not like every film manufacturer has to choose the wavelength between 1000 and 1500, right? Because then everyone would have to be under the same percentage, right? So, you know, what percentage of heat is rejected between these two wavelengths, and then that's what they go. And I guess window film manufacturers can go any which way. So does that really matter? No, I don't think. Obviously, if you're looking for technicalities, it would matter, but you don't really need to get this technical, right? So what you really want to take away from this is that when you're talking and your samples or displays talks about, you say, yo, that's 99.9% UVA and UVB protection, and it rejects up to 54% of heat rejection. Well, what's IR? Well, IR is the other half of heat rejection, and that blocks up to 90% of that. So as a whole, let's just say it's 50% of the visible light transmission, and let's just say 98, you know, right? Now you're talking about blocking out about 75% of total heat coming coming off and rejected off that window film. I hope this is making sense to you guys. So so that's where the total heat. So again, total heat comes off of everything, this whole line, right? So the heat rejection just talks about visible light, and then the IR rejection talks about the other 49%, roughly 49%. These, don't take these numbers to heart. They fluctuate between 2 and 3%. So so when you add those two together, you know, having a film that's, you know, in the 40, 50, 60 range in heat rejection, and in the 70, 80, 90 range in IR rejection, total heat rejection is going to be stellar. And that is just a way that you can go ahead and explain that to people when they ask, what is the difference between IR rejection and heat rejection? This is what we can feel. Apparently, from what I read, you can feel this in heat, and you can see this in heat and color. So I hope that makes sense. I hope I didn't just like way go over people's heads, but that is a quick explanation of what I found, because like I said, there's films that are starting to use IR rejection in their comparisons. I know at the shop that I work at, we use Lumar. We always had heat rejection, but then they slapped on IR rejection stickers, and I never really understood it, but now I kind of do. So, and here's the thing too. One of the best things, and we're gonna do this as a sample. I am gonna do a heat box demonstration to show you guys like what my process would be for an upsell, right? But one of the best things for this is that you can explain this to people, but you're going to go way up and over their head, right? Like you guys are in the industry, and I probably lost half of you while talking about this. But there's nothing better, in my opinion. There's nothing better and stronger as a heat box demonstration with like a BTU meter. Get out of here. And I forget what BTU stands for. BTU meter, hold on. BTU meter. The hell does that mean? British thermal units. It basically what is the word? It calculates how much heat something is producing, right? So when you put a heat box in and then a BTU meter, and let's just say that BTU meter, but you don't move it, right? You don't move the heat box, you don't move the BTU meter, and you're just able to slide the different glass in and out with the different films in there, so nothing changes, no parameters change. Because when you put your hand in there and you can feel the difference, that's really good. But when you can see the difference on the BTU meter, when the numbers are like in the like 300 range, 310, right? And you're going from your color stable film, and then you go to your first line of defense on ceramic films, right? And that goes from 310 down to like, I don't know, 150, right? And it's like more than half. Then you're like, you can show those people that number, be like, yo, this is where your money's going. This is how this is the amount of energy that you're reducing. And then you take it one step further, and you throw in like your high-end ceramic or your super ceramic, whatever you want to call it. And then that original number that was 310, goes all the way down to like 84 or 64. And you're like, holy shit, right? And then every now and then you always, when you're switching the plates, you take the plate out, so you just have the raw heat, right? So that BTU meter goes like way up, and then when you slide in a brand new glass on there with a different film on there, and that BTU meter drops, you're like, that's where your money's going. This is what this film is going to be able to do for you in regards to heat, because people don't want to be uncomfortable. Hot, especially in Florida. It gets hot in Florida. So I'm really excited about that. We are going to be going over that. I thought that was just like I wanted to kind of go over what I learned here and kind of give you guys an explanation of what we're doing here in regards to that. I'm really excited. The difference, I haven't decided whether I want to have physical displays or if I'm going to do everything like online, right? The website that we're gonna have like embedded videos, and I'm gonna shoot the videos. Here's the thing, I don't have time, or I'm not going to have time to sit on the phone for 25 minutes explaining. I will if I need to, right? But by the time they get to me and they call me, I want them to have all the information, right? So I want them to be able to go to the website, and there's going to be a catalog of videos. Here's the heat rejection tests. Here are the 3 different options I have. What's the difference? What does color stable mean? What is ceramic? What is heat rejection? And all these videos I want just on the website. That's kind of like my goal, because then by the time they're ready to book, they know what they want, they know how it works, they know what I need, and we're moving and we're grooving. That is the plan, but as y'all know, sometimes plans get screwed. Plans can screw the pooch sometimes, and you're just like, you just gotta go with it. So that is what it is. Gosh, still got 20 people in here. That's what's up. Oh, we got a couple questions here. Sorry guys, I kind of go on a rant. Jeremy B, did he say what brand he was gonna go with? Jason answered him. Yep, Solar Effects. That's where we're going with. Yeah, I wasn't gonna go with Lumar. Not for a new business. Don't get me wrong, Lumar's a good film, and Lumar's a great film, but I don't want to take that big leap in, right? I don't want to no, like $2,500 on an initial purchase order, $10,000 a year, or else they drop you. It's just not, I don't know where this is going to take me, right? And I don't want to have that additional pressure. I already have the pressure of me taking a day off from my guaranteed money job and starting this business, right? And obviously the goal is to make more money than I would normally make, but I mean, there is the real possibility that I make no money, right? And now I'm starting to dig myself into a hole. So I want to try to set this business up as carefree as I possibly can, because there's always going to be risks, but the greater the risk, the greater the reward, baby. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's the whole point of this series, is to kind of guide you and help you, so you guys can see what I'm doing and know that it is possible to start from nothing, start from 1 day a week to 2 days a week, start from, you can start with 3 boxes of film, or you can start with 22 boxes of film, whatever is your reality. Someone told me that, whatever your reality is, because you got to work with it. But if you want to be successful, it's slowly building and slowly growing to be where you want to be. So any dyed film will fade, especially if you're in the South. 187, sir, what's going on? Thanks for always sharing your knowledge. I've been using Flex film and Johnson film. That's what's up. That's good. That's working for you, baby. Keep it moving. Keep it grooving. That's the whole point. Trying to share my knowledge, trying to help out. Because like I said, for those guys that don't know, the reason why I started this channel in the first place is because no one would teach me how to do any of this stuff. And I was like, you know what? Some people might want to learn this. It's a good industry. There's good money to be made. Let me show people, because people aren't sharing it. Jaybird in the house. What's going on, baby? What's going on? Welcome to the live stream, man. Jeremy B says, I heard bad things about Flex film. Let me tell you something. You'll hear bad things about every film. I don't care what it is. Some people say the Lumars, people that use 3M say the Lumar's horrible. People that use Lumar say 3M sucks, or Suntech sucks, or this sucks. They're like, oh, everyone's got an opinion. You have to work. Does the film work for you? Can you work with the film? Is it in the price range that you need? Can you sell it at the price range that your target audience or your market will allow? Does it support your family? Those are the real things that matter. The 25 comments from trolls on these Facebook groups or online or stuff like that, that shit means nothing. Don't worry about that. You don't sweat those things. If I had to sweat about every time someone negative said about me or the channel, like, I would never get anywhere, right? I would never upload a video, and it would never go, and there's nothing. So it is what it is. If it's working for you, I know shops that are running, their entire shop in Flex film. If it works for you, it works for you. So, but yeah. Ezra says, every market is different, from high-end customers to low ballers, uneducated customer. It all depends on what kind of footprint you want to have in the market and how you want to be recognized. That's right. Couldn't said it better myself, Ezra. Very nice. Very nice. Very well said. Oh, 25 watching. What is up, yo? Welcome to the live stream. So if you guys are just joining in on us, we talked about just some new stuff. We talked about the new sponsor that's hopping in. Solar Effects is an official new sponsor of the channel. Very excited about that. We are talking about how Sun Solutions Tinting is picking up, is going to be using Solar Effects window films. They're going to be the exclusive film for automotive. It's going to be really, really sexy. You're really sexy. And I don't, here's the thing. I want to be in bed with one person. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I guess I could see other people that want to use other films, like multiple films, like someone uses Lumar, 3M, and Global, and I don't know, like, that's okay, I guess, right? But like, if you give people too many options from too many people, then they just get lost in the haze, in my opinion. So I should stop saying in my opinion. If you guys don't like my opinion, then you guys wouldn't be watching me, right? So I'm gonna just tell you how I think and how it is. Jason, see, look, 187, check out Jason. Jason's got nothing but good things to say. Why did I go with Solar Effects? I went with Solar Effects for a number of different reasons. Solar Effects has been around the market for a while. Probably one of the things that really, now I was talking to Solar Effects and a number of other window film manufacturers. But something that really got to me was the Tint Wisdom that was just recently with Sean Volger on the Tint Wisdom talk. I mean, the way he spoke about his dealers, about their it's not a cash grab. It's not like, he was talking about like how he protects his current people, their current dealers, and they're not gonna drop a small guy just so they can get a big guy in their market. It has to be kosher with everybody. That they stand behind their product, that they've gone almost, now they're at the 7-year mark, so they know their film isn't gonna go bad or go this, go that. You know, everyone has bad rolls of film, bad runs of film, especially integrators when they're like tweaking what manufacturer they're gonna go with and who they can trust, and long-term side effects. Is it gonna stick? Is the adhesive gonna stay? They've been around long enough to know whether or not their film is gonna fail on them. So I think that's good. I think they got heart, they got soul. You know what I mean? Some of these other companies, once you get like massive, like I feel like a lot of the corporate side gets taken over, which it is. It's just an inevitability, right? But it feels like at home. And also, one of my very good friends, my best friends, Mike Powell, he uses Solar FX, and I was on the horn with him, and I said, listen, you know, there's a number of different people I'm contemplating. I know you use Solar Effects. Give me your honest opinion. Is it because I'm not going to name names, but there's film out there like warranty work, right? That's what happens if film goes bad, right? If it's a good film, most places give you, well, I shouldn't say most places, but if there is a warranty, it's going to be in like a film credit, right? If the film is crap, I don't want more credit for more crap. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to name names, but there are brands out there that are like that I would never touch, right? Because I don't want to do more work and get more film that's going to just be more crap later, right? And I asked Mike that. I said, is their film solid? How's this? How's that? And he had really nothing bad to say. You know, they have good marketing. Sean Volger's got nothing but heart. You know, and it's one thing too, is that Sean's got passion, right? Here's the thing, Sean has been struggling for the last 2 years he beat cancer, right? That's fucking crazy, right? Like, look, I'm getting like teary-eyed about this, right? But it's like, that's hard, right? And to spend 2 years to kick cancer's ass, and now he's got this fucking fire under his ass that I love. I can feel it, right? And I get excited. I got goosebumps. Look, it's like I gotta stop. And see, so this right here, this is why, right? Because I can feel that from Solar Effects. They want to help their peoples. They want to help the little guy that's trying to start off at 1, 2, 3 days a week, but he wants to be the guy that owns 3 shops, right? He wants that, but there's some places and some companies that it's just very difficult to do that. And Solar Effects, I think, is a company that is going to be massive, right? Massive. So that's why I chose them. Tint stuff. Hey man, nice poster. We were just talking about it. I've been using the trial geo shield. I tried just yeah. Whoa, 29 people. Jeez, this is great. Let me see here. Woo, there's a lot of people in this live stream. What is going on, y'all? Welcome. Especially me. I didn't even post it. I didn't let anyone know this was going on. So this is great. Okay, so some quick updates for the LLC. The LLC is officially filed, and I just got an email from LegalZoom with my EIN number. Now, I am not 100% sure if an EIN number is kind of like a social security number, right? You're not supposed to tell people your social security number, right? Like it's like a safety thing, right? So I'm not 100% sure if I'm supposed to share that or not, so I'm not going to share that. But the EIN number has been what I've been waiting for, so that I can so I can open up a business bank account. So obviously, of course, the point of opening up an LLC is to separate my personal assets from the business assets and keep myself a little bit protected. And so tomorrow, I think it'll either be tomorrow or the next day, whenever I have a free day, I am gonna have to go over and start and open the business account for Sun Solutions Tinting. And I don't think I need to video that, right? You guys can imagine me going to a bank and open up a bank account. We've all opened up bank accounts. So so that's going to be the next step, which is going to be exciting, because then at that point, here's the thing, like right now, the money that's going into the business is coming out of like a different account that's not associated with this. So as soon as I can get a business bank account, everything for that business is going to be used out of that bank account. That way it's just going to be super easy. I'll be able to print off my statements at the end of the year, give it to my CPA, you know, give them how much I paid and whatnot. Just have all the information ready for them. That way I am keeping myself straight in regards to how much I pay for taxes and other things. Because it's one thing to start a business. You can start a business under, you know, everything under the table. You know, this is going to be a business that's going to be 100% legit, right? The LLC, you can do a DBA. You don't have to spend $350 on an LLC. You can do a DBA. You just you open yourself up for liability without it. So we're going to be paying myself, and we're going to be going paying Uncle Sam his cut, and then profiting whatever we need to profit. So basically, and the way it's going to go is that so money will flow into the Sun Solutions tinting business, right? And then from there, I'm going to have to pay myself into a personal account, into my personal account. And then from there, I'm going to take, let's just say I pay myself $300, right? From once it hits my personal account, a third of that is going to go into savings, right? And then 2/3 is going to be my spending money. So that 1/3 is the taxes that I have to pay. Realistically, I think I did the math, and the taxes are going to be like 28%. I think that's what business owner's tax is. But I want to kind of overshoot myself just a little bit. That way, maybe I have a little bit extra, and I put a little bit more than what I really need to pay Uncle Sam at the end of the quarter or the month or the year, whatever the hell it is. And then once I get my personal spending, you know, what I have after I've deducted taxes, then at that point I'll probably transfer that into my joint account with me and the old lady, and then we can go ahead and, you know, pay our bills with it and whatnot. But that's going to be the workflow. And it's crazy because I got a number of different accounts. You know, I got my personal account, a joint account, online business stuff account, DSP. There's there's Sun Solutions Tinting. So there's always there's a gambit of things going on in India right now. This is better than Netflix. Yes. You know why? Because Netflix costs you $12 a month, and hopefully I can make you 70 grand a year, baby. I can make you 50,000 guaranteed. If you watch my videos and you pay attention to what I say, and you learn all the trainings that I show you in all my videos, and you go work for a decent shop, you can make $1,000 a week. I'll make you 52,000 a year. You're welcome. RJ Tin says, I'm running Avery Dennison right now and I have no complaints so far. That's what's up. That's what's up. Matt uses Avery Dennison. He uses Avery Dennison Geo Shield, I think, as well. Yeah, he uses a number of different films. So yeah, let's see here. Give it short and sweet. It's 9:45 right now, right? We did the announcement. We talked about the film. We did a little bit of IR education here. Looking into QuickBooks, I think the QuickBooks I want to do is I want to do the monthly subscription so you can go online. So I think that's what we're going to do. Insurance wise, I heard through the grapevine there's going to be about $100 a month. So that's just another thing that we're going to be doing. That's the obnoxious thing. Like when you're working 1 or 2 days a week, like your insurance, a monthly insurance is going to be the same, whether you're working 2 days a week or 6 days a week, right? And a number of different other things, QuickBooks, right? So the more days I work, the more money I make. Obviously, those values will go down because I'm making more money. But if I'm only working 1 day a week, I mean, that's the goal, right? So That's it right here. Let's go ahead and go into some questions, some Q&A. If you guys had any questions, concerns, shout outs, criticisms, now is the time. Go ahead and type it down into the comment section, and we can go ahead and rip through some questions for the next 15 minutes or so, and then we'll go ahead and shut her down for the evening. It wasn't bad. Also, if you noticed, I foregoed, I went away with I'm usually like right here, right? But this looks really funny when I'm editing this afterwards, and then like it's kind of a strain on my eyes. Like I kind of do this setup when I'm like gaming and whatnot, but but when we're talking biz and doing these type of things, I think this is totally acceptable right here. Makes it a little bit easier. So if you guys are watching the rebroadcast right now, I'm clearly not live, so I'm not going to be able to answer any of your questions. Make sure to come back on Tuesday, next Tuesday, to do that. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, concerns right now, go ahead and type them in the chat. Anyone use Galaxy series from Solar Guard? No, I'm not really familiar. Not familiar. While I wait for some of those, let's see if I can push up some questions from the YouTube channel and the Facebook group as well. Tesla 3 back window in one piece. How do you do it? I have a 3-part series on that video. Let me see. I gotta talk to Matt. We gotta pull it out of the archives of a different thing. I have that behind a wall. Let me talk to Matt. If not, if he's okay with it, because it's buried in certified tinter, and we're like kind of changing the plans for that. So let me see if I can talk to him. I have a 3-part series in regards to a Tesla Model 3 back window being done in one piece. And then I'll go ahead and release that if he's okay with that. So going with that. Check with your CPA, but window tinting is a service and can be tax free. You are selling a service and not a product. Holy shit. That would be phenomenal, right? Okay, so, and I like how he said, Tropical Shade Tinting says, check with your CPA, right? So keep in mind, I am not a CPA, a certified personal accountant, right? Yeah, I think that's what CPA is, right? Take everything with a grain of salt. Don't take this to heart and dump 100 grand into a business and follow my thing to the T, and then it fails on you. There is a certain level of risk involved with what I'm doing, and assess it. This is just to kind of help guide you. Don't like blame me if your life falls apart. I'm sorry. There you go. At this point, it's totally fine. Might as well put it to good use. That's right. Okay. So Matt's on here. Ezra, I will go ahead and dig those videos out. I think I'm going to have to download them because I don't have the original copies. I'm going to have to download them off of a different... I'll get a hold of them. And then we'll go ahead and add them on. And that way, yeah. $50,000 a year is good money to me under the table, of course. Listen, what you do in your own time, it is what it is, baby. But listen, if you're making $50,000 a year and you declare nothing, right? And you're paying your bills, you got a nice car, there's a number of different things that could happen. The Internal Revenues, IRS. I've been watching too much Peaky Blinders, not the IRA. The IRS, Internal Revenue Service, could audit you. And if they audit you and you listen, every dollar you earn, you got to pay Uncle Sam their tax. You got to pay. Uncle Sam wants their money, baby. You know what I mean? So if they catch you, if you get audited and you're withholding, then they could fine you. There's possible jail. Don't forget, Al Capone didn't go to jail for murder. He didn't go to jail for tax. He went to jail for tax evasion. Don't forget that. They couldn't catch Al Capone for murder and other crazy crimes. Tax evasion's how they got him. Keep that in mind. If Al Capone couldn't get away from him, they probably, I mean, granted, you're like a little guy, right? Like, who cares about $50,000 when there's people that, there's billions of dollars being made or whatever. But that's a risk you gotta take. Z Customs, what's up, Matt? Jason, are you strictly hand cutting? That is a really good question. I would love to get a plotter right away, but it really just depends, because I don't have like $50,000 to start this business, right? So if I can get if it's a decision between a plotter and like a work van, I probably choose a work van and have the plotter come later. I'm not going to be so overbooked within a day that I don't have the time to hand cut. I'm faster with a plotter, of course, but I can still hand cut, right? And my hand doesn't cost me $5,000. I would love to have it, but I think in my head, I think it would look a little bit more professional if I rolled up in like a small like cargo van, like a work van, versus my 2012 Kia Rio. Now, granted, that's might be where we start, you know, and I might run that for a couple months just to see how it goes. And if money starts flowing, then I can figure out what I'm going to do with all that. So I'm not doing it. I'm just joking. Hey, some people do. Some people do. How are you going to do mobile only if they have a garage? Jaybird, yeah, that's exactly it. I won't tint windows outside. So the demographic that I'm going to be going over is upper middle class to upper class, right? So most of the time they have a garage, right? If people spend $80,000, $90,000, $120,000 for an S-Class Mercedes, they usually don't have like a cluttered garage that like maybe like stuff will fall on their car and stuff like that. It is what, yeah. So, but I will ask them that question, because I'm gonna need to let them know that I need to have like an enclosed garage with power. That's gonna be the bare minimum what I need. If they don't have that, then we're not gonna do business, unfortunately. Or you know, maybe we could have them talk to their neighbors, see if they have a garage, see if we can work on them. We'll figure something out. But if I want to offer good quality installations, then tinting outside is not an option. Not an option. Chocolate Shade Tinting says, I don't pay taxes on my film. I only pay taxes on the tools I buy. So when I do a job, I'm not required to charge tax because it's a service, not a product being sold. Just a good question to ask a CPA. Absolutely. Also with an LLC, you need to have a registered agent involved, and a CPA can be the registered agent. With me, I went through LegalZoom, so I'm paying a registered agent on a yearly fee for a registered agent, but I can drop that yearly fee when I pay for a CPA. I'm watching your, Matt says, I'm watching your stream in the background. I'm sorting out files from the old drive. My old SSD is locked in a ready only state, so I can save the data, but I'm only locked in a read only state, so I can save the data, but I'm on a fresh copy of Windows again. Oh, well, that's, I mean, at least you got the data back, baby. At least you got the data back. Choco Shade Tinting says, I've asked several times, trust me, I'd rather tint for my shop than prison. Ain't that the truth? There's a video on YouTube that shows a guy auto shop that blows up in the yard like a kid's jumper. What? Whoa. There's a video on YouTube that shows a guy's auto workshop that blows up in the yard like a kid's jumper. Am I just not reading that right, or does that make sense? That doesn't really make sense to me. Retype it in another. Rephrase that. Would hauling a plotter hurt it? Jesus asked, would hauling a plotter hurt it? No. I mean, if it's banging around, yeah. You're gonna have to secure the plotter down. You know, a plotter is either gonna come with, like, I'd get a plotter with legs, right? And then I'd have to strap those legs down and strap the plotter down, because you don't want that thing flopping around, because I'm sure if I'm driving on the road and I take a turn and that thing flops over, I could probably break that plotter. And when something costs $5,000, you don't want to break that. Portable tint booth. You know what? I don't like portable tint booths, and I'll tell you why, right? So some people are like, just get one of those like 20 by 20 tents. Here's the thing: if it gets windy and the wind catches that, then you can damage. It can damage the car when the tent goes flying. The leg could hit the window, could hit the car, paint it. Some people say go put sandbags around it, still a problem. Some people say screw it in. Well, what am I gonna do, screw into their concrete? That's not good either. So there are like blow up like paint booths that I guess could potentially work, but then I have to run around not only with that big ass thing, right? And those things cost like $2,000, but then I gotta get a generator so that I can run air through that, and it's designed to suck air in and blow air out. So I don't know what kind of dust particles are going to be blowing around inside there. It's made for a paint booth. So, but yeah. And then what am I going to, I mean, eventually that's going to, disintegrate, and then I'm going to have to buy another one. It seems like a lot of work. Like, I would do that if every single car that I tinted were paying $1,000 to tint that car, for the sides in the back, then yeah, I would do that in a heartbeat. But I just don't think, I think I can show up to a garage and burn and turn in a couple hours and make between $200 and $700 per car, and I'm fine with that. Oh, that's what Rob was talking about. Like a jumper you rent, birthday party. Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, I mean, some people could, I guess. It's just that they're expensive to start up, right? I need to be able to transport it. I need to be able to set it up. I need to be able to set up the generator, set the blowers up, and get it all going, and then go from there. And it takes, it takes a job that, like, I could just roll out and get into a garage and start working in 20 minutes. That could be like a 45-minute process. Do I take a leaf blower and blow out the floor first, blow off the floor before I roll it out and blow it up? Like, there's just, time is money, so it seems like a lot more work than I'd probably want to get into. You could put shocks on the plotter. Matt says, I'd love to see anyone running around with a plotter on the cheese grater roads of Michigan. Oh, right? Excuse me. Yeah, the roads are terrible in the north because of snow, and that's why we live in Florida. That's why I live in Florida. Z Custom says, I've seen some detailer van setups that have a retractable roof that comes off the side, and it's like a carport on wheels, but then you still have problem with flying debris. Yeah, I don't like carports either. If someone says, oh, I have a carport, that doesn't work for me. That would be like absolute last case scenario, and even then, like, I'd have to back up the van to a wall so I can at least have two things of coverage, and even then, if the wind hits it just right, it could ruin the film. It can get debris and contamination within the film and the installation. There's and those rollout things aren't cheap. They're like $5,000. Yeah, they're not cheap. Cutting on the car / peel board now. Since leaving the shop I tinted at, I feel like my speed is about the same. Cutting out, walking from the plotter to the peel board, tacking it down. Yeah, I think when you're hand cutting, especially when you double cut, when you're hand cutting the sides, yeah, I think a plotter and hand cutting, you eventually get to the same speed, and there's a workflow that you can get into it. But where I think the plotter takes the lead versus hand cutting is when you're doing like front windshields or back windows. It does take a few more minutes, but like, so take a back window, you got to get a light, got to put it in there, cut it, make sure the light's bright enough so that you can see the whole edge, but you can't go too far, can't do too short. Like that is where I think in glare strips, sun strips, especially if you want like the contour ones, just a plotter is just a little bit easier, a little bit faster to me. So that's what I think. Yeah, Vinny says, me as well. I'm so picky when I'm tinting. It's not about being picky. It's about having standards, right? Gordon Ramsay is not going to cook in a crappy kitchen, right? Gordon Ramsay can't perform three 3 Michelin star meals in a shit kitchen. He probably could, because Gordon Ramsay's that good. But what I'm saying is you have to have the tools for success. Basketball players don't play with flat balls. Baseball players don't play with broken bats. And you know, I need to be in an enclosed shop. I know what works for me. Other people, they're like, I'll tint anywhere. That's okay. Go tint anywhere. That's okay. You do you. I'm not saying that's wrong. There's 1,000 ways to skin a cat, and if you can do a clean install with no problems, no creases, no cracks, no dust, no debris outside, assalamu alaikum, more power to you, brother. More power to you. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, Z Custom says, well, the nice thing about the mobile, anytime in business, you can choose what you want and accept for yourself, getting that clientele that has home garage or other businesses that have garages. Yeah, like I can subcontract my work out to other shops that don't have window tinting available, but they do other car stuff. There's a lot of things I can do. Learn to air peel inside of a car. Yeah, but I can't air peel a back window. 10 o'clock. I think we did it, guys. I think we did it. Potter wins for rear and windshields. Yeah, and some not windshields. Some not windshields, because sometimes it's really bad. Like a precision cut, like the visor cutout, not the visor cutout, but the rear view mirror mount things are always off. Always off. Handful. Oh, Versatility says, I'm a first timer to the studio stream, but I definitely enjoyed listening. Hell yeah, brother. Welcome. We do this every week, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, baby. Right now we're doing with the series and stuff. But yeah. Yeah. We change it up every now and then. Sometimes we just do Q&As. I just don't want it to be, I don't want it to be boring. You know what I'm saying? Wow. There's still like 25 plus people in this. I don't want it to be boring, right? I don't want to just do Q&A all the time. I want it to be a little bit different, still give people what they want. Education, learning, the whole nine. Yeah, welcome Versatility. I wish I had, I wish I can look you up, but I can't. I can't. Derek Valger, welcome to the, well, thanks for subbing. Thanks for subbing. 10 stuff. This is actually a little bit ago. Thanks for the super chat. That was just me re-clicking it. So, and if you guys are here watching the rebroadcast, just know if you got, oh, Tropical Shade Tinting with the $10 super chat. What's up, baby? Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Just to let you guys know, if you guys super chat off stream, it'll let me know, and then I will replay it like this. Bam, just like that. That way you guys get your dues. I want people to know you guys are supporting. So thank you very much. It's not boring. Z Customs, good. Woo! $10 super chat, baby. Appreciate it. Plotter cutting curve visors definitely goes to the plotter. I like the extra film to play with on the back window and windshields. The mirror mounts on front wheels screwed up a few times. Yeah. I completely agree with you on that one. Plotter on a front windshield kind of sucks from time to time. So I'm not 100% sure what we're gonna be next week. We might start the Wix website. We still gotta get I got an email set up through when I bought the domain. We still need to go look into getting a phone. We also need to start the website build and a couple other things, and that is what we're going to be doing soon. So I think it's going to be the website coming up, but that one's going to be a while, right? Because I'm going to start working with it and playing around with things, checking themes out, and kind of going from there. So keep doing what you're doing. Looks like you sent a lot more than keep doing what you're doing, so it looks like I sent you a lot more. Yeah, there we go, baby. There you go. The meter right here keeps me honest. The meter right here. But then you're right here. Look. If you guys ever noticed, I don't know why. Hold on. Right there. So the top one will show the most recent super chatter. So that's why it says Tropical Shade Tinting. The next one will show you the most recent subscriber. and then this one I think is the tips. So there's a donation link at the very in the first link right down from Streamlabs, and I think that one goes right there. So just to get you guys know if you guys never realized or realized that. So Ken Glass, for whole windshields, are you having them sign release? My lawyer said you will be sued over your insurance if they hit and kill someone. For windshields, no. I know it's like, right? But I've been doing windshields, 50% on windshields and 70% on windshields, and some 20, some 30, right? It's never been a problem, and I have tinted literally thousands. Is it a chance? Is it a risk? Probably. It's highly unlikely, but it is a risk. You know, someone would have to kill themselves or someone else, and then within the investigation, they would have had to determine that the illegal window tint on there was the result of it. And you know, they could blame the person for deciding to do that. They could have some like third party law that says that the shop is responsible. You know, if that's the case, that's what the LLC is for. If I get sued or someone goes out, they can only go after what the business is worth. So if there's not a lot of money within the business, then you know the working capital, you know, if that's the case and it gets really, really nasty, then I shut the business down and I start a new one. They take everything that Sun Solutions Tinting has in regards to assets and move on. Jaybird says, have you ever used too much soap and it mess you up, never locking down? Happens to me this week. Oh no, I think I have more of the problem of not using enough soap versus using too much soap. I never used too much soap. I don't know if I want to try that. How big of a van do you plan on buying? Ford Transit Connect, Ram ProMaster City. I would love a full-size van with a high roof. That would be the goal, right? Because I want to get into the back and be able to stand up comfortably. But I don't buy cars brand new, so I'm gonna see what I can get into. You know, it is a business. You know, people get into leases where they lease, you know, a location for years, paying like $1,000-$1,500 a month. Like I can lease, not lease, I can buy a brand new, you know, Ram. I think one of those Pro Cities, not the Pro Masters, not the city, but the full size one, for like $500 a month. You know, so it really just depends on how much money I can generate within the business to determine that. Something is better than nothing. You know, I could go with a small cargo van, a small Ford Transit Connect that's used, that gets me, you know, just gets me going. Maybe I run that for a year, build up some capital, build up some money, and then go buy the high van. So there's a number of different ways. I'm trying to see what I need cash wise, capital wise, to get the ball rolling for the business. Because what I don't want to do is I don't want to need, let's say I need 5,000. I'm not saying this costs 5,000, but let's say I need 5,000 and I spent all my money up to 4,000. Now I'm $1,000 shy, and now I got to sit and wait. You know, I want to be able to get the business going and get the money flowing, and then I can reinvest. I can buy more nicer, upgraded things. You know, I don't need to buy a plotter now. I can hand cut, and when I make the money, I'll buy a plotter. Things like that. So yeah, versatility says, first, my buddy got Solar Effects ceramic on his car over the summer. It looks really great and seems like a good quality film. That's why I chose him, baby. That's why I chose him. All right, guys, we are done for this evening. Thank you very much for joining. It's been over 20 plus people. I think close to 30 people at one time, so that's really exciting. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you guys taking your time out of your day to spend a little time with me and to talk about tint and whatnot. Big shout out again to Tropical Shade Tinting for the $10 super chat. Thank you very much for that. Big shout out to our sponsors again as well. Tint Wiz, check them out, tintwiz.com. Dry Shrink Prep, check them out, dryshrinkprep.com. And soon to be Solar FX as well. They are one of the newest the newest sponsor of the channel, so they're going to be added into the sponsor highlights at the very beginning of the live streams, which reminds me that I got to get that all situated with their like 30-second elevator pitch thing that they got going on. So yeah, you'll see all that updated soon. But that's it. I'm out, guys. Thank you very much. We will talk to y'all soon.